Oh, hello there. Welcome to today's repair video. Today I'm going to talk about this little brother. It's a brother hl-2270dw, hl-2270dw for the AI robots. And this printer has got a pretty unique problem that's also quite rare. We've got it plugged in, we'll turn it on. Watch all the lights come on. And the printer boots up and comes to the ready. Now this is becoming a bit of a problem due to the age of these printers. So the printer's now ready. We want to do a test print, so we push the go button 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now it prints the configuration, only the paper gets dragged up from the paper tray, and then you end up with all lights flashing, brother printer. So we've got there the toner, drum, error and ready lights flashing. And we open the front cover up, we open the printer up, and we will find that there is a piece of paper here, and that the piece of paper is coated in toner at the top, like so. Now this is a really important clue as to what is wrong. If you don't have all this toner at the top, you've probably got a different problem with your printer. The problem we're describing today is a lack of charge voltage. So if we have a look, we've got toner on the back as well. And if we have a look at the drum unit, if we pull the toner out, we will notice that the drum, it's probably a bit hard to see on the camera, but in person you'll see it. So if I can get it on an angle. Oh yeah, you can probably see that there. There we go. You can see the drum. See how it's clean over here? And then we have a thick layer of toner all across the surface of the drum. So that tells me one of two things. This drum is not receiving a high voltage charge, and it's pulling all of the toner off of the toner dev roller on the cartridge out. And of course the machine senses that there is a lack of charge voltage, or the charge voltage is being shorted to ground, and it gives you the error code of all lights flashing. So what do we do? First thing to do is to inspect the drum unit. You have the charge wire that carries the charge voltage right inside here. Just check by moving this that the wire is present. And here we can see on this one, you can see right there with the gold, it's a gold plated wire. There's nothing wrong with this drum unit, there's nothing wrong with this wire. So more than likely this drum unit is functioning perfectly. You can also confirm that this is functioning perfectly by sticking another drum unit in, but you know, I know that there's no charge voltage. So you can get no charge voltage because the electrical connectors on the side of the drum unit are dirty, corroded, so try cleaning those with some Jif cleaner. Don't use sandpaper, it's the worst thing you can use. You can check up in the body inside the printer up here. We can get that. So up here, just check all these connections are clean. This is fine. So there's only one last thing that could be causing this printer to be faulty, which is quite rare. And I was quite surprised that this happened to this customer, but it's been raining a lot here in Australia lately. I think we've now gone into our wet season again. High humidity in the air, and what happens is the circuit board, which provides the high voltage into the charge assembly, blows up, and it's one of these. This is the board that we're going to change today. I think it's one of these. This one says Panasonic on here, but I'm pretty sure the one in this printer is a Murata, and I'm not too sure if they're interchangeable, but we're going to find out today anyway. So what we're going to do is pull the paper tray out. If yours has a screw in it, it will be in there. You pull the screw out that's in there if there's one there. Some units don't have screws because they're manufactured very cheaply. You go around the back. You will find up in here, if there's going to be a screw, the screw will be up in there. And then we simply put our finger behind it and unhook it. Set the machine up on its side. We open the front cover. With that unhooked, grab under here as well. And put our foot to hold it down on the ground. And then the cover comes up and off. And there's the circuit board that's giving us grief. And as I thought, this one is a Murata. So let's stick it in and see what it does. So I'm going to undo this screw here. This provides earth from the power supply, which lives inside here. We have to undo the screw here. We have to unclip here. We have to unclip down here. And we have to unclip up here. And we have to bend this out of the, you can undo the screws if you want. I don't like to waste time. I simply get in, get a flat bladed screw and bend it out of the way. That saves you 10 to 15 minutes. I'll pull the circuit board up. And you have to disconnect the cables. I'll do that one first. So we grab all the cables and we pull. That's that one out. You have to be very careful with this flat blade cable. You do not want to break it, stretch it, tear it. That would be the worst. So I'm simply going to put even pressure . We'll get a tripod, hey? Make some room. I've got to get a finger behind it and pull it out. Alright, and that's it, and that's the board. Let's have a look at these two boards. It's quite interesting. I never really noticed this, that one's being made by Panasonic and the other one's being made by Murata. Makes you wonder which is the better built part. Murata makes excellent machines. They go all the way back to the 70s. Panasonic, we know, makes excellent boards. So, have they got a different part number? Same physical layout. That's the bet they are different. But you know what? I don't care. Let's just punch it and send it. So we'll plug all this back in and push it on and see what the printer does. Alright, so we've got this Panasonic board plugged in. Now while you're in here, it pays to grab these electrical connections here. They're springs. That's what connects to those electrodes inside that we showed you. Just pull on the springs and expand them a bit, because over time they just sag and they get weak. So you just want to pull them out a bit, just so they put a bit more pressure on the connectors up here on the board where they touch. So I don't know if this board works. I just simply grabbed it from a printer I've got sitting out. If you need this board, you can buy it on my website, fixitfastelectronics.com. We ship worldwide for free. And we'll bend that earthing tab down. And we will just stick one screw back in for the moment, because I want to see if this works or it doesn't. I have to see if I have to go and find an actual Murata board. Switch over here we've got to pay attention to. Make sure that when we close the door, that switch actuates. So let's just close it up, put it upright, plug it in and see if it goes bang. Turn it on. Paper tray in. Come to the ready, we'll tap it 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at that. That board works. Oh, no, that's right. This one's double-sided. And look at that. We have charge voltage back. We've got some damage done to the cartridge due to the lack of charge voltage. You can see here we've got these horizontal bands. They will go away with time. If you run a cartridge without a charge voltage too many times, the surface of the cartridge, the actual surface on the delivery roller gets slightly damaged because toner is getting just bunched up on it. It will go away with time if you're a pedantic type person who has to have it absolutely perfect straight away. Replace the cartridge straight away. You know the type of person you are if you are one of those people. Otherwise, just use it and it will fade and come back to normal. Alright, well that's it. That's a pretty quick, easy, short fix, but kind of irritating for this customer because they really need this printer. Why did we bother fixing this printer? This printer is what, 12, 15 years old now? The reason we fixed this printer is because these printers have proven to have a very high reliability. I can sell a customer a printer for, say, $8,000. They will get 6 years use out of it, and the printer will do 300,000 pages. That's great. That'll cost the printer customer $25,000 over the 6-year period. Or I can give them one of these printers for free because these printers are in abundance. You can pick them up off the side of the road. You can pick them up from waste centers. You can pick them up from wherever you find them. You definitely can't buy them brand new anymore. These printers will do at least 300,000 pages of printing, and you will only have to overhaul them twice. They're amazing printers. So this customer's printer has got, how many pages are we on? The printer is 12, 15 years old, and it only has 11,000 pages. So I know this printer, despite having a dead high voltage board, and the reason it's dead is because the transformer has more than likely failed with open windings, and that's simply due to a combination of a high voltage leak. What's that mark on there? So we've probably got a high voltage leak there from cockroaches. And high humidity. It causes the copper winding that's in here simply to corrode, and then it goes open circuit. If you want to extend the life of this circuit board, you could possibly put in here one of those cubes of silica that absorbs moisture, stops the board from getting, humidity on it. But yeah, I know that I can put this machine into a customer's premises and it will be 100% reliable for years. And more importantly, the reason why we like these printers is because this is the toner cartridge. This toner cartridge has no toner chips. It means you can use whatever toner you like, as many as you like, without being affected by the company that makes this printer. If we compare this printer, which is 12 to 15 years old, to the brand new printer that's just been released. Here we have the brand new printer that's been released that replaces that other printer. This is the full version that has the copier scanner arrangement on it with the touchscreen. Customers are buying these printers and they're dumping them by the droves because they're fed up with them. This is the cartridge. In Australia we use the TN2530XL code, and on this cartridge is a toner chip. A nasty little toner chip, and what this ensures is it makes your life as the owner of this printer pure hell. You have to really use genuine toner from the manufacturer to make this machine work properly for you. These toners have become serialized, That's the retaliation from the Chinese that make these non-genuine cartridges. So the code that's on this chip has to always go up. So this is the first in the series. The first in the series has the code 1V1. So customer buys this non-genuine cartridge, throws this in the printer. The chip may or may not pass straight away. It may be detected as non-genuine cartridge straight away, which then means the cartridge can't be used in this machine, because that code, that 1V1 code, gets stored in on the memory inside the machine. So if this cartridge gets detected as being non-genuine and the machine rejects it, it could be full, it could be halfway full, it could be 3/4 full, it could be 1/4 full. Once it gets rejected, you can't go and grab another cartridge, stick it in, and the machine will accept it. No. The retaliation by the Chinese that make these aftermarket cartridges is when a batch of cartridges comes into the country, you may only get a batch of 1V1 cartridges. So the next cartridge that comes after this will be a 1V2, a 1V3, a 1V4, a 1V5. What does this mean? This means that once the 1V1 gets detected as non-genuine, if you try and put another 1V1 in, it won't work. So if you're an owner and you're looking to save money and you're buying cartridges and you want to say buy 4 cartridges at a time, you have to buy a 1V1, a 1V2, a 1V3 and a 1V4. But guess what? The Chinese are only shipping 1 code unit at a time. So if this gets rejected, it gets recorded in the printer, then what do? You have to race out and buy a genuine brother cartridge, or look for a 1V2 cartridge to get the printer up and running again. And that's creating massive headaches for customers that run very busy businesses. It's a deliberate tactic to fight back. It's also a deliberate tactic to protect the manufacturer's supply of cartridges. So this printer is only a few weeks old and the customer has gone, get this piece of crap out of my office, get me an old printer that works and is reliable. Because what they do is, because this is successfully working, the cost of the genuine cartridge has been increased to over $200 Australian. Don't know what it is in America, could be something different. So back to the old printer. This is why we like these old printers. There are no chips anywhere on this machine. If the cartridge gets detected as being non-genuine, which it never will, because there's no checking going on. So if you're in the Brisbane or Gold Coast area and you're having problems with your printer and you would like me to come and fix it, give me a call. My number is right here on this sticker. If you have a printer in your office and it has a big bright yellow sticker on it, tear that sticker off. You're setting yourself up for a whole lot of pain and torture with your printer. That's it for today's video. I hope that helps you out. If you need this circuit board to fix your printer, go to the video description down below. If you're watching this video from a Google search window and not from actual YouTube, you quite obviously can't see the description. Down around here on the screen you'll see the YouTube button. Click this YouTube button down here, and that'll take you through to YouTube, where you can then read the description that's right below it. Follow the links. I've noticed a pattern with YouTube where they're no longer offering my videos up in the search field because of the way the YouTube algorithm works. They want to keep you engaged, watching video after video after video. You come to my channel, you get the correct information. There are fake repair videos on YouTube. There are hundreds of thousands of them where they're showing you how to fix a printer, but all the information in them is 100% fake garbage information. And the algorithm picks up on that, so it promotes the fake garbage repair videos so that it keeps you engaged watching video after video. You come to my channel, you get the information that's true and correct, you get your printer fixed, then you get on with your life, and you obviously stop watching YouTube videos, so the algorithm is not going to promote or push my videos to the top. I do not receive any money from YouTube anymore for my videos, so if this has helped you out, in the description below is a link where you can send me a tip to say thanks for helping me out, and it's very much appreciated, and it keeps me making videos. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next repair video soon.